Okay, so Donna, I am so excited to just ask you a few questions. So I want to know, how has your journey been so far inside of Books to Impact? Tell us a little bit about your book as well. So I'll just start off by asking you, what is your book about and who is it for?
Ooh, yes. My book, Present and Powerful, is for anyone that is navigating this thing called life. And you believe that life has passed you by, you're not, it's too late to do the things that you want to do, or you've just been surviving. And
Mm,
that's just it. And that is who my book is for. My book is a memoir, but it reads more like a novel. It's the journey that I have gone through, is the poverty, is the domestic violence, it's the not thinking I'm good enough, it's the being looked over for jobs, not knowing how to drive, not having a car, getting that what I thought was my ideal job and it not be enough money. Like this was supposed to be it. This was supposed to be the American dream, and I'm still dreaming. So my book is about the process that I went through that I kept going in spite of. And how do you keep going?
mm,
And my book is a mirror for anyone that is navigating life, that other people are holding up a mirror to you and it's their image that they want you to reflect. How do
mm.
you get to your purpose? How do you get to your image? And that is what my book is about. It's about the power of walking in our presence and
Mm.
what that looks like when we actually do it.
I love that. I love that. Awesome. Okay. And you've been, listen, it's been only what, almost two weeks now since it's been officially out. And you've been making some strides. You've been doing some amazing things. So before we kind of get into like some of the results you've already seen, some of the things you've accomplished so far, I guess I want to know, because this isn't your first book that you've published. You've had other books that you have published before. So I guess what made you want to join our program where we, walk you through the entire process? What was your thought process on saying like, okay, this is definitely something I need to join?
Yeah. A lot of people have in their mind that they want to write a book. Who doesn't want to write a book, right? So my first book, I was like, by the time I'm 50, I have all of these things written down, and writing a book was a part of that. So I just did it. My first book is a collection of series that I did on Facebook Live. I just grabbed them and put it in,
Mm,
and I related it to things that I wish the younger version of myself knew then. So, of course, name of the book, I Wish She Knew. Um, and I released it. I did some things. I just did it all myself. And that was accomplishment enough for me in the moment. And sometimes that's all that we need. As I progressed and really beginning to understand my true calling from God, a lot of the things that we go through in life is not just so we can get through.
mm,
A lot of it is so that we could be a resource for someone else. And a lot of times, shame and a whole bunch of other things keep us from doing that. When I decided to do this memoir, and what made me contact you was because I knew it had to be different.
mm.
It wasn't about checking off a box. It was about being able to transform people's lives.
Ooh.
So with the first book, the box is checked. Now what? Now what?
Mm.
Now, can I help people uh get over, yes, limiting belief, like get them out of the way. Limiting belief, things that hold you back from who God created you to be. Who would we be if we got rid of the voices in our head that were the sound of other people?
Mm.
And who would we be if we said, okay, I'm going to deal with doubt. I'm going to deal with procrastination. I'm going to deal with all these things that hold me back. And I'm not even going to have an expectation about the outcome. I'm going to be tied to the outcome.
Mm.
And that's one of the biggest things that hold us back, because what if I don't win? What if it doesn't happen the way that I want it to? But what if you just breathe? And what if you let happen what's intended to happen because I need it, because someone else in your life need it? And I promise you, when you get to it, you will realize it's what you needed to.
Mm.
So
I
I wanted to be able to package all of that in a way that the person that I'm talking to, that business professional, a lot of us, because we have things going on in our personal lives, we try to make sure we excel professionally.
mm.
And if we don't get to the root cause of things, then we're just really going in cycles. And I understand that because I am she. I have a couple of degrees. Don't ask me how many certifications I have. When I was like, okay, I'm going to be a life coach. I'm not just going to come out here and just do these things. I got breakthrough certification. I got root cause certification. I got neurotransformational certification. I was just certified. My certifications have certifications.
Um,
But it wasn't even about all of that. It was about what I was trying to prove. And when I realized I was already hurt, it's powerful. It's powerful. So that's why I wanted to use your service, because I want my book, my story, to have an impact beyond being an Amazon or being on someone's bookshelf or any
mm.
of those things. That if you read this book, your life will change.
I love that. I love that. And I love that inside of just inside of books the impact we focus on, of course, thinking long term. So I love
Yes.
that that's your angle as well. It's not just okay, this book is going to be on Amazon, okay, it's going to be in a few people's houses on their shelves, that but you're thinking like long term, and you wanted to make sure you positioned yourself so that it's a high quality book, right? So would you say our program walked you through the process on how to make sure, like, you're crossing all your T's, you're dotting all your I's, you're not just throwing it out there?
Yes. Oh my goodness. If you have Shanice, I'll have a little message. Ma'am, you were supposed to. I'm like, now I'm usually the person keeping up with people like that, but no, Shanine, you have been hands on in the most amazing way. If I posted something and something half right, half wrong, Shanine will send me a message. And I remember one time I said, can I just update that on the next post? You're like, nope, edit this post. I'm like, okay. I mean,
Listen, we got to get it right. We got to get it right.
right. And I appreciate everything. It's a lot of times, and I will say this, and I haven't said this to you, and I intended to. everyone is trying to get you to pay for their services. They just are, and I can't blame them, and I have standards. Like when I don't accept every client because I'm not trying to just snatch money. I'm trying to snatch lives.
Mm.
And if I believe that I can't help you or assist you, I will tell you that. I have clients now that I'm trying to get rid of. I'm like, aren't you good? And they're like, you're not getting rid of me. And it's very hard to find people that are not solely about the bottom line, because the bottom line does matter and it does count. And I was a little whatever, because I'm like that with everything that I do, all types of investments. You get to a point and be like, okay. But Shanine, uh, Books to Impact was one of the best investments that I have made on my business journey.
Don't make me cry over here.
No, it is. It is. And I appreciate it. You haven't thrown me out. These people are like, okay, your time is up, goodbye. And believe me, I know I have paid for multiple over. Oh, I got to I'm like, no. If it doesn't align with what it is that I know that God have called me to do, like how many marketing things I need. I have 50 million of them. Yours is just a rehash of something else I did not do, because it's about action.
Mm.
And in Books to Impact, you make sure, which is something I also love, because what I do with my client, it's about action. I don't need you to tell me I sound good. I need you to make intentional shifts in your life so
Mm.
that you are good. That tells me that I'm good.
Mm. I love it. I love it. You're killing it. Listen, it's only been what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks so far since you officially
Yes.
launched. You had your
Yes.
your
Over four
pre-launch.
figures. Yes.
Yes.
Over four
Wait, don't
figures.
speed past that. So share some of the things that has happened so far. And you're now officially a published authority. You got another book out there into the atmosphere. So what are some of the things that you've seen so far? What are some of the results you've gotten so far with this specific book?
Oh, wow. People that are buying and reading my book, it is changing their lives. People buying my book for family members.
Mm.
It'll be a great Christmas gift, by the way.
Mm.
Just saying, because there's just something powerful in knowing that the struggles that you go through, you're not the only one.
Mm.
You're not alone. And you can actually talk to someone who does not mind sharing. Society have us where we're ashamed. Oh, don't talk about that. Be like, keep that in the family. And there are some things that should be kept in the family. Um, but there's a way to tell our story so that it brings healing to other people. And that's what I wanted to be able to do. I speak. I speak all across the country. And now I have my book that I'll be able to take with me, because I speak on resilience. I speak on emotional intelligence. The things that I coach my clients on is what I speak about in my story. I did not want to write a book that just gave you steps. Do this, then do this. And this is presence, and this is how it is. I wanted people to be able to see the power of our presence through my story and
Mm.
how it is connected. because we are more powerful than we believe.
Love that. Love that. Okay. So you got people purchasing, the purchasing for family members. What else? What else?
Oh, just purchasing and buying and reading and
Mm.
wanting to do some things. And there's some things coming up that I think you're hinting at that I really
No, no, no.
can't
As far as
talk
like
about
what
right
you,
now.
no, no, as far as what you have, you mentioned that you had a bulk sale. Tell us a little about that. You mentioned you have four figures. Like,
Yes, yes. I have had bulk sales. And if you're interested in bulk sales, you get somewhat of a discount with that. And just the fact that I'm able to share and willingly share with other people, it's powerful
mm,
and it's amazing.
yeah.
And I'm gonna be referring people to you
Oh, we
because let me just tell anyone that is listening, if you have a book that you know that God intend for you to release, I don't know who I'm talking to, but now is your time and
mm,
you need to contact Shanice.
no time better than the present. Okay.
No time. Tomorrow is not promised.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so my last question is moving forward, now that you have this book, you don't plan on just letting it sit on a shelf, right? What are some ways you plan on continuing to like leverage this book so you can continue to make that impact and be
Yes, yes, yes. My book will be leveraged for keynote speaking. Like I said, I travel all around the nation speaking about resilience and what it means. And my book is going to be there for
mm,
me to autograph, to share with other people. Um, I have other things that I will probably be doing, like even just reading from my book.
yeah.
I think I did that. I read a little bit from my book on the day that it launched on Facebook Live. You saw that. It's like kind of this. So I may be doing some more of that because it's about the transformation
Mhm.
for me. It's about the transformation for me. So
Mm,
I'm excited, present, and powerful. For I want to hear from people. How has it impacted your life? What are you doing different because of it? And how can we partner together
yeah.
to help more people?
Yes, I love that. I love that. I'm so proud of you, Donna. I'm proud of you just taking, just getting in and literally moving. You're not like, oh, okay, I don't, you weren't like dragging your tail. So even though I held you accountable, me and the team and everything, but you were on it. You understood like there's lives at stake here. There's people that need to be, impacted and transformed by this message. This book is not just, it's for other people, but it's also for me as well. It's going to change some things in my life. So I love that you had that mindset coming into the program. And I'm just excited to hear more and more wins, more bulk sales, more speaking engagements, more reviews, more lives being impacted. I'm here for it. And yes, we're just so glad that you decided to join our Books to Impact family. And we're just looking forward to continuing to help you throughout your time here. Because it's not over yet. We now we're in the leveraging phase. So we look forward to helping you continue to leverage it, right? So you can continue to make that impact. So thank you, thank
Thank you. Thank you.